Hey friends, I am going to walk you through how you are going to make a plant tropism GIF. We are going to get started by reading the directions. So be sure you have read through all of the directions because we have listed them out step by step so that you can be successful in completing this assignment. Whenever you get going, you're going to open Google Slides. You're going to create a GIF with no more than 10 slides, okay? So you're going to decide on the tropism you will illustrate. So like we're learning about them, there are many different tropisms. So we have our phototropism, geotropism, gravitropism, thigmotropism, hydrotropism, and also turgor pressure. So you're going to choose one of those. Okay, now we're going to come back to our directions. So after you pick one of those, you're going to get going with your slideshow. So for the example that I'm going to create, it's going to be very similar to this plant tropism example that you will see right above. Remember, you're not going to copy the exact one that both I and the lady who made our example have done. Okay, so I started with a plant background, and we're going to go ahead and give you this grass and dirt background as well as this picture of a seed to get you started. If you would like to create your own without a background, you can delete this background and start with a blank background. We are totally fine with that also, as long as you are meeting the requirements. So to get going, I am going to do one over hydrotropism. And so that is where our little seed, the roots are going to grow towards water. So to get started with this GIF, I'm going to enter a picture. So insert, and then I'm going to go to image and search the web. And what I'm going to type in is water drop PNG. When I type in this PNG, it's going to give me a picture that has no background. So it will just sit right on top of this background and not have the white square around it. That will make sense whenever we pick one. So let's go ahead and pick these 3 little water droplets. And we will click insert. Okay, so obviously that insert is very large. So you can drag these corners to make them the size you want. Okay, so there's 3 water droplets, and if I want a few more, I'm going to copy and paste to get some more water droplets. So I have that picture selected, and I'm going to go up here to copy, and then I'm going to right click again and click paste. So now we have double the amount of water droplets, and we're just going to move it where we want to get it situated. I know so many more of you are very creative and know how to do this already. Okay, so there's the start of our slide. On my next slide, we are going to draw just the stem. That's where it's going to grow up. I went ahead and put the title so you knew that we were going to have our roots growing towards the water because it's hydrotropic. I added this by clicking on this little box with the T in it. It says text box. You can click on that and you can add a text box anywhere. So I could add another one right here if I wanted to. I already have that hydrotropism written out there, so I'm not going to add that. So I'm going to delete that text box. So super easy way you can add text boxes. You'll insert your images here. If you want to add shapes, make your own seed, make your own water droplet, you can do that there. Make your own sun. Any type of creative shapes, you can create those there. So you also do not have to upload any images. You can create them all yourself. Okay. So for this, we are going to draw roots to start off with, and then my next slide, we're going to add some more roots and continue adding those roots for this GIF to be created. Okay, to add our roots, we're going to be able to draw on this page by using the line. So I'm going to click Select Line, come down to Scribble, and then you will see that you have the marker that you can start drawing. So I am just going to draw a little squiggly line to be my roots, and then it's going to select it. To make it thicker so that we can see our roots, you're going to come up here to where it says line weight. This is going to make my line thicker. I'm going to go ahead and just pick 8. Okay, and then we can go right here to line color and pick the color that we want. I'm going to go ahead and pick a brown color. Okay, then I'm going to click outside. You can see my little squiggle. I know that is not the best squiggle you've ever seen. Okay, so I went ahead and went to this next slide and added a few more roots. Okay, now the next part in the instructions, we have explained that if you click on slide, then duplicate slide, you will repeat this every single time so that when you're making your GIF, you do not have to keep going over the same slide. I'll explain that right now. So I'm going to come over here and I am going to right click and I am going to click duplicate slide. And see, another slide popped in right here. Okay. And I will keep doing that. Remember, you need a minimum of 5 slides and a maximum of 10 slides. Okay, so then I'm on this one going to add a few more roots. So let me go to scribble, and off of these roots, I'm going to draw a few more that are going towards that water. Change my weight to 8 or 12. Change that color to the brown. And now we have our roots growing towards the water. So then on this next slide, I added some more. Okay. After we do this, you are going to be ready to publish. Now remember, this one is growing towards the water, but you could have one that your plant is growing towards light, or your plant could be on its side and it could be growing against gravity. Okay, so you want to pick which tropism you're going to use. So decide on that first, and then you're going to start designing your GIF. I know it seems like a lot right at first, but I promise you can do this. We have complete faith in you, and we are confident that you are going to be very creative and make awesome GIFs. After this, you're going to click on File. I have my 5. I'm ready to go. You would also need to go ahead and put a text box on here telling you what is happening. Okay, you're going to click on File, and then you are going to scroll all the way down here to where it says Publish to the Web. So Publish to the Web. Right here is where you're going to make your changes. Right here it says every 3 seconds. We want you to change it to every second. You're going to click Start Slideshow as soon as the player loads. And then you're going to click Restart the slideshow after the last slide. Okay, it went ahead and generated a link for me. So I'm going to copy that with either Command C or Control C or right click, copy. Okay, and then I am going to go up to my browser and paste that in there, and we will see the GIF that we created. Okay, there we go. Hydrotropism. Okay. All right, we are back to this slide. So if you need to make any changes, you can still go back here and make your changes, and then you will just click the same thing again, File, Publish to Web, and make sure you change this back to every second. Alrighty, this is a learning process, and so we are here to help you along the way. You're going to do awesome. Have a great day.